from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Here we go. Black 20. Let's go, Tell me what you got.
Throwing again on second down. Roethlisberger for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Roethlisberger now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Go. Mike 50. I got one. Mike 50.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
50. Mike's 50. Hey, orbit. They're running it. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh?
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Caught by Allen. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Easy. Mike 50. Hey, I'm coming. Hey, Charlie. Mike's 50.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Keenan Allen, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Prater for the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Touchdown, L.A. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Throwing on second down. Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Yeah. Switch. Watch the eye.
Now Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 36 yards on the play. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
Trying to punch it in with Smith. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. Here we go now with Smith. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Ito Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Let's go, son.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
50. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Blue draw quarters. 44. 5.
Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50.
Watch the line.
Here's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Desmond Trufant with a sack. The corner blitz hits home. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Throwing on second and long. Roethlisberger looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brianne Bonnie Calhoun. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. This D wanting to put it away before we even get... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Hey, alert.
Back to the air, Roethlisberger after the pick 6. This one into the hands of Burton. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Roethlisberger now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10. Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
Let's get this.
Show that bench release and go. These 2.
Mike 51. Not today, you are. Not today. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Time to go. Night.
Alert.
Hey, Mike 51.
Back and third.
Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He's got Burton here. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike.
Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. One yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command.
Let's go one more.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. Allen's got it complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Roethlisberger. And he's going to find that man yet again, Keenan Allen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Flushed to his right. And he finds Beasley complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Touchdown, Detroit. Lance Kendricks, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Prater on to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Lucky. 56. Watch the twist.
General West. Pass 85.
First down, and they're going to throw it down there. He's going to float this one, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Julio Jones. His third touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Roethlisberger will throw. He's got Allen. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Roethlisberger. This complete to Lockett. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And Allen's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Caught by Allen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Alpha. 50. Go.
Ben to throw again. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go.
Here's Roethlisberger. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
Like 20.
You must get tired of seeing me. Mike 50. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Tighten up.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Trey Flowers, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And down he goes. A sack. They sack him back across midfield at about the 48-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Now Gordon on 1st down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
He's not going to get me.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. Oh, and now some space to operate. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
So Allen's going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, box truck.
Now Allen. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Roethlisberger, and they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Roethlisberger. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On the delay, here's Carson. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now it's Peterson. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. To the air, Allen looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
The extra point up and good, but this one was decided anyway, as that will be the final action in this ball game. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know, some coaches preach that and tell their teams, that's what I want all the time, and they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Los Angeles, they'll wrap up the campaign an impressive 15-1. And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Detroit, this loss will be the capper to a dismal 4-12 campaign. And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.